Stephanie Calloway was a mother of two, a wife, and a paramedic. She had a passion for helping people. In fact, that's exactly what she was doing 5 years ago when tragedy struck.
In June 2008, Stephanie was in an ambulance accident in Angola, Delaware. She was killed along with the patient she was treating. There's an upcoming event to honor Stephanie and to raise money to support a cause close to her heart. And joining us today to tell us more is Jeff Cox, Stephanie's friend and paramedic partner. So Jeff, thanks for being here today. So you worked closely with Stephanie. Tell us a little bit about her. What was she like?
A lot of people use the word friend to everybody, and Stephanie was that person. Very well liked. I don't think you'd find a single person that didn't like Stephanie. She had a smile that absolutely lit up the room.
And you're really close with Stephanie, worked with her. You're also with her the night she died. Tell us about that.
It was very late in the middle of the night, and we were dispatched on a motor vehicle crash, and it wound up being the ambulance. And then you find out that it's your partner. And you do what you have to, and there's no regrets. We treated her outstanding, just as we did everybody else. There was a lot of people involved in the motor vehicle crash that night.
Would you say she died doing what she loved?
She absolutely died doing what she loved.
You were still a paramedic today. How has losing Stephanie changed your life?
In my 25 years, I've treated tens of thousands of patients. But when it's one of your own, it really hits home more, especially because the fire and EMS community is extremely close-knit, very tight, very good friends. It's a very close-knit circle of people. And it brings it home that all these other motor vehicle crashes that you're at is somebody else's loved one. And in this case, it was one of our own loved ones.
Right, makes it personal. How about on a professional level? The way you do your work, do you do it differently?
We, as a department and as a region and across the country, because unfortunately these happen so often, it might only happen once in a while locally, but across the country, paramedics are killed almost every few days. And as a culture across the country, we've become much more safety oriented. Our retired director, who was director at the time, actually is a national speaker on ambulance safety and is one of the leaders in a drive to make ambulances much safer. And a lot of our driving practices improved, and we actually put a lot of seatbelt regulations and put seatbelt extenders into a lot of the ambulances.
So a prime example of sometimes how something tragic happens, but then something good can come out of it in this case.
Absolutely.
You have an event coming up. It's the 5th annual Stephanie Calloway Giggle Medic Memorial Scholarship Run. Tell us about it.
So in honor of Stephanie, she had started a scholarship program back when she was a paramedic with the County Paramedic Association, and we continued it in her name, and we hold a 5K among other fundraising efforts every year to provide scholarships to people looking to get degrees in emergency medical services. So the 5K is one of the ways that we do this, and it brings everybody together in memory of Stephanie. Her children will be there, and a lot of the other fire, rescue, and community is going to band together to be part of the event. We have a local singer-songwriter, Melissa Alisi, is going to be singing the national anthem. Our honor guard will be there. Lots of other activities will be going on at the event, and it includes free food afterwards, free food, drink, and a t-shirt just like the one that I'm wearing.
Now, Jeff, I have to ask you, where does the name Giggle Medic 5K come from?
So, like I said, Stephanie had that infectious giggle, and it was actually her username on her MySpace page, and that is the name that we give all of the events that deal with Stephanie.
All right, so how appropriate. Let's run down the details now of the event so everyone has them. It's actually going to be tomorrow, Saturday, October 19th. Registration starts at 8 a.m. The race then begins at 9 a.m. All of this will be taking place from Irish Eyes in Lewis, and you can run or walk the 5K. So Jeff, thank you very much, and thank you for sharing Stephanie's story. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if you would like to learn more about the 5th annual Stephanie Calloway Giggle Medic 5K, you can visit our website, delmarvalife.com. Just click on the show tab.
And still ahead on Delmarva Life, Remember the Titans is a movie that tells the story of a high school football team's fight to the top despite racial tensions after federally mandated integration. We talk with one of the original players about the difference between what's in the movie and what really happened. Plus, how the team is still working to make the world a better place for others.
And you have a chance to make the world a better place for these cats and dogs. They're all looking for a home, and we're going to introduce you to them a little later.
But first, we want to tell you about a contest. Spicer Brothers Construction is looking for the neediest roof on Delmarva. The winner will get a new Gaff Designer Lifetime Roofing System.
They will also get some other items for their home, like mattresses for the whole family from that furniture store, a York furnace from Austin Cox Home Services and Sharp Energy, Preston for Life from Preston Autoplex and Preston Hyundai.
And that's not all. A $500 service credit from Simmons Electrical Services, a $500 store credit from How Sweet It Is, a house washing from Sparkle Wash of Delmarva, $500 of landscaping labor from Legendary Landscape, a complete termite treatment and year worth of pest control service from Critter Getters, and so much more.
For your link to an entry form and a complete list of rules, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com. Good luck.